What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve here. Laying my ass in bed. It's about 7:45. Got to catch a flight to Atlanta. Culture Collision. Got to be in Baltimore. I got to leave here in about an hour, or about 8:30. It's 7:45 in the morning, so I do got to get up. Come here. Come here. Come on. Got Crazy Daisy here. She's gonna miss me. Crazy Daisy. Crazy Daisy. Oh shit. Finally made it to the Renaissance Waverly Hotel here in Atlanta for the Culture Collision show. It's Thursday night. Show is not until tomorrow. Have been invited to a dealer VIP night at Cards HQ by Jeff Wilson. Still unsure if I'm going to take that invite or not. One of the main reasons being is we have a dilemma here, or I have a dilemma. I've been in a walking boot for a couple of weeks at home. Today, I thought I felt really good, so before going to the Baltimore airport, I took my walking boot off because I have an Achilles injury, and I felt good. However, walking through the airport in Baltimore before getting on my plane, I realized that it was a bad idea, and now I've arrived here in Atlanta, and I can barely walk with just my shoes on. In fact, Michael Ham had to wheel me from the baggage claim to the Uber pickup at Atlanta airport. So now we're here at the hotel trying to decide, at least I am, on what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. Might just lay down, which sounds kind of boring being that I'm here in Atlanta and I got other things that I could be doing, but I got to make sure that I'm good for the rest of the weekend. In fact, I have ordered a walking boot from Amazon to be delivered for me at the front desk tomorrow morning, hopefully sometime between 7 and 11 a.m. So hopefully the squeaky wheel gets the grease in the morning and I will be walking fine. I did come to the show with $2,500. I'm not sure what I'm looking to spend as far as a budget. Some stuff that I am targeting is I am going to start stacking up for the National, which means I got to get some quarterbacks. I got to get some guys that I believe are going to be hyped going into next year's season. Stuff that I know is always fun to have, to be able to move at trade nights and to be able to sell at the National. One of those that I am targeting is Kyler Murray. That doesn't mean go out and buy Kyler Murray cards. In fact, it means if you have Kyler Murray cards, just sell them to me. That's one of the quarterbacks that I'm buying right now while he's really low, just because I think he's rather safe, and I'd like to have some of his cards at the National. I'm not going to go ham, no pun intended, on his cards, but that is one young quarterback that I'm targeting. And there may be a couple. I'll see what catches my eye. Some of my goals for this show, because I will be setting up as a dealer, my second time as a dealer ever, and the last time was at this show 2 years ago, is to make a little bit of money doing some sales. I'd like to track down a nice pop culture card for the PC. And there are some cards I would really like to move. And I will pinpoint some cards that I'd like to move, or specify some cards that I'd like to move, because these cards are going to be, I'd like to move out of my personal collection, which a lot of times that's not what people do. They like to move other cards. I do have lots of inventory that I want to sell, but there are a couple cards I would like to move out of my personal collection in order to move something else into my personal collection for these cards. I did bring the Willie Mays rookie. Now I don't want to get rid of my Willie Mays rookie. I brought this just in case there's one in a grade that's higher that I like the eye appeal on, that I can maybe trade this one into. Maybe this and some trade, or this and some cash to get up into a higher grade. If not, I am still content with my Willie Mays, but that's just a possibility. I definitely want to move the Magic Johnson Exquisite Patch Auto. That's a card that I really want to get rid of. And also, I'm ready to move on for my Larry Bird Laundry Tag. This is numbered out of 2, 10 on the auto. Now, I'm not going to move this for just any old thing, but I wouldn't mind getting this into a card that has a little more liquidity to it, something that's easier to sell, more easy to establish a market on. It's really hard to get a price on something like this that's numbered out of 2, just in case in an emergency I ever would have to get out of a card like that. It would be easier to be like, hey, I got to get rid of this card. I know what it's worth, as opposed to trying to find a specific buyer. This card is going to be for a specific person. This is not going to be for anyone who's just scouring eBay looking for a Larry Bird auto. This is going to be for a Larry Bird collector. So again, it's going to have a certain target on it. That's pretty much it as far as I got for my goals. I'm just going to walk around and see what I find. Hopefully there are some cool pop culture autographs here, and hopefully some of the stuff that I have is popular. I will touch base with you guys after the first day of the show to let you know the feels and the vibes of the show for the first day, whether it's busy, whether it's slow, what's moving, what isn't, at least from my observations, what I see. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm either going to crash or I'm going to head down to Jeff Wilson's Cards HQ. And if I do head down there, I'll give you guys some footage of that added to the end of this video. So I've decided to get my ass out here. Not going to miss out on what little bit of time I have here in Atlanta. Going to tough it out and go check out the Cards HQ. Don't know how long we'll be there because I'm not really sure what they're offering up tonight. The trade night is until Saturday. Tonight is like a dealer's night. I'm not really a dealer, but at least we'll get a first inside look of what the store looks like on the inside. This is my first look inside the Cards HQ. As you can see behind me, pretty long down there, and it goes back, wraps around over my head, goes all the way down. Got some Pokemon artwork over here. This would be the front door area over here with some more Pokemon artwork up here. The Cards HQ letters and the balloons, I guess, for the grand opening. I'll have to take some more shots of the back so you can get a good idea of what it looks like. There's aisles here for showcases of cards, not filled. This actually might be the back side of them. Get back here, got some televisions. Looks like a shooting studio back here for content. One of the live shopping walkthrough carts that they have here with the monitor, the lights. There's a camera built into the side for anybody who wants to buy cards from afar. They just say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Can you show me your inventory on this sport? Yada, yada, yada. And they will push these down the aisles and allow people to shop virtually. Here we have the Card Kids. I believe this is the area where they will be allowing people to play table games, such as Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. Not 100% sure. I believe that's what those tables will be used for. And here's another like lounging area with some televisions over there. You can see where they're going to be doing some breaking. More rows and rows of showcases that have yet to been filled. Some shelving on this side. As you walk all the way up the side towards the front of the store, you can see where there's more and more showcases. You come down here around the corner, and this would be what I'm going to guess is the breakers area where they can shoot and break live. Looks like the breakers table. We have what looks like to be the checkout area where you bring all your cards and wax or whatever it is. Maybe they'll have wax on those racks back there for you to buy. I'm not really sure, as none of the inventory in here is set up yet or seems to be set up. There is a showcase in the back that has a lot of Pokemon in it. I'll show you guys that. What we have along here is a bunch of different booths. You can see with monitors and cameras. Go all the way back to there. These will be for people who call in and want to have personal breaks. So, you know, you call in, say you want to buy a product, and they'll break it for you on camera right here in one of these booths. And Fergie in the background is going to give me a copyright strike. You can see how the showcases are actually vertical as the cards go up and down. You don't have to bend over and look into the showcases at them. Some of the stuff in here is already stickered and priced and ready to go. And as you guys know, there is no negotiating in here. Sticker price is the sale price. We'll see how long that business model works. Hopefully the shop itself works out really well. It's pretty cool the way everything is set up in here. The showcase that I happen to be showing you guys is modern basketball. Right next to it, you can see where they got some vintage, Johnny Unitas, France Harkington, Bart Starr rookies across the top. There's a Montana and a Rice. Has there ever been a better combo in the NFL? I don't know, you tell me. You see some more older vintage baseball, all the way down to what looks like some modern baseball, and on down to some Pokemon. Some selection of Pokemon for you Pokemon players and collectors out there. I don't know anything about the Pokemon, but I thought I would breeze the showcases for you really quickly. And again, this is just one line of showcases that goes down to there. And you can look at this entire place, both sides of each row, and more up there. But the inventory isn't out yet. Maybe by Saturday on trade night it will be, maybe not. Just wrapped up at Cards HQ. Left a little early. It was cool to see everything inside. Thanks, Jeff, for inviting me. A lot of people in there that I don't really know. I'm not a big time vendor or dealer, so I didn't know a lot of the people in there. Just wasn't, I guess, my type of rubbing shoulders type event. But it was cool for the invite. It was cool to check it out. Now Michael Ham has me hobbling through the streets of Atlanta to go try to find some food here at like 8:30 at night. And I'm ready to get some food. We're gonna get some food and we'll wrap it up by going back, laying down and getting some rest for the show tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And hopefully I'll be selling or buying some cards, something a little more exciting than this.